Now I'm going to discuss about one of the most important interview question related to Spring MVC or Spring Boot. So here is a question: what is the difference between path variable and request parameter param annotation in Spring MVC or Spring Boot? Frequently, we use these annotations when we are implementing RESTful web services using Spring MVC or Spring Boot. We'll go through some code and we'll see with example how and where we can use. Before that, I will show you types of requests from the browser. Let's say there is one request. So here is a post. I am running application in localhost and with port 8080, and this is the request URI. In this request URI, this is the static part and this is the dynamic part. This URI, this data, dynamic data, how can we capture it server side and process that data? We'll see with this example which annotation we are going to use. Another one is data is coming from the query string. Let's go to our code and we'll see. This is a class annotated to the REST controller. So my class is enabled for handling RESTful web services and REST endpoints. So this method I'm going to expose to with the REST endpoint. So to associate with some REST endpoint, I have to use some annotation, maybe request mapping, request, yeah, request mapping annotation we can use. So if we use the request mapping annotation, we need to mention what about request, get request or post or put or delete. Or we can directly go to post request, uh, get mapping or post mapping, uh, delete mapping, put mapping. Those annotations we can use. So directly we are saying my request is a type of get only, and this is the URI. So URI we can provide inside this annotation. This is a static part and the dynamic part. Let's say I have something like this. This is the ID dynamically coming. So for if we use 1000 hard coded, it's become static only. To make dynamic, we need to provide something like this. And inside this, we need to give what is the variable name. So this data is part of the URI, and this is a dynamic will be captured here and will be passed to user ID. So in this case, the data is coming from the path and it's varying data. So we have to use path variable. Uh, I, this is straightforward. Like this is a path data and it's varying data. So we are using path variable annotation we have to use. And we'll see from the browser. See this request like URI data is coming dynamically. So I'm giving some random number here. So yeah, so data is uh, sent to server and response we received. So data is sent to server and this data we printed at server and it's we got the response. And we'll see one more URI. This URI. For this URI, how we will handle? This is a query string, and to handle query string, we need to use request param. So request param will take the data from the request. So in this case, we no need to use this one. This is not coming from path, and this is coming from the query string. So we have to use like this query param. So it will capture the data from the query string. We'll go to the browser and we'll send a request. Let's say some ID, something like this. Yeah. So we received a browser saying this is the user information. So hope you understand what the difference between path variable and request param where we are using the different type of requests. Yeah, that's all for now. Thank you.